Hey guys, Hope here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I decided to sit down with you guys and tell you guys about my riding story. So my riding story is not that complicated, yet it's very complicated. It kind of jumps around a bunch of years and it's hard to keep track, so I'm sorry if I don't remember all of them. But throughout all of my riding journey, I stuck with the same barn. So without further ado, let's get started. I don't remember exact years, so please bear with me. I'm going to give a rough estimate about when I started riding and my ages and stuff, but I'll try to keep it as accurate as I possibly can. My first ever riding lesson when I was around 9 or 10, I started riding at this barn. I'm not going to say its name just for privacy reasons, but I started riding there and I rode this 18 two-hand high huge horse. I'm probably over-exaggerating that a bit, but considering I was 4'9", it was pretty tall and big compared to me. I couldn't really do anything with him considering it was my first lesson, or my first few lessons, and he was too tall for me to even reach. So after riding Geronimo for a few weeks, I switched over to this shorter horse named Dusty. I don't know if it's a boy or girl, I can't remember, but he was really cute, and I rode him for the rest of my time at that barn. So after around a few months of riding, I decided to switch barns to my current barn that I'm riding at today. So I rode at this barn, BHS, and I automatically fell in love with it. So when I had my first lesson at the barn, I rode this adorable, 12-hand high pony named Playtime. Playtime was a paint mare. She was really old. I started riding her and I rode her for a while, and I was just getting started with riding. My riding knowledge definitely increased as I was riding at that barn. So I learned how to steer, and the basics, all of the basics. Then one day when I was gonna ride Playtime, she went lame. So I had to switch really fast over to this horse named Lucy. Lucy was about 13 hands high. She was taller than Playtime. She was somewhere on the 13 hand high liver chestnut mare. She was totally different than Playtime. She was so much faster, so much livelier. I started riding her a lot more after Playtime. She's still at the barn today. While all this horseback riding is going on, I took dance lessons. And by that time, I've been dancing for about 8 years, or 6 to 8 years, I don't even remember. And I just felt the need to dance more than horseback ride because that was my main activity at the time. So I decided to take a break off of riding for a bit. When I came back, I started to start back a little bit, and I couldn't progress as much as I wanted to. Then I started riding this other pony who's about in the 13 hand high range named Sienna. She was the first horse I learned how to canter on. I rode her. She is a chestnut mare. She was really stubborn sometimes, but she was really amazing, and I loved her so much. She is by far one of my favorite ponies to this day, and she's still at the barn today. Then after I rode Sienna for about a month or two, I left the barn to pursue my dance a bit more. I came back, and due to some reason, we had to ride at this equestrian center. Same barn, just at an equestrian facility. I rode there, and I started riding this pony named Jessie. He was a chestnut mare. He's still at the barn today. He's just really lazy and needed a lot of leg to get her moving. I think that the lazy ones are always the best because then you have to really rely on your legs and it helps strengthen them. Then again with dance, I decided to leave horseback riding behind again and pursue my dance more. And I was getting older, so I was getting more advanced, and I was starting to help out a lot. I took a lot longer break than I expected I would, so I decided to do summer camps at that barn. I had my first camp there, and I absolutely loved it. Then I kept doing summer camp for about 3 years after that, and I decided that I wanted to quit dance. So I quit dance. I asked my parents, I'm like, hey, can I do horseback riding again? I was asked to be on the show team at my barn because I don't know why. I'm still confused about it. They said yes. So I started riding seriously in September of 2017. I audited 3 shows and I became on the show team. My first ever show was an IEA show. So when I first got back, I started riding this 14 two-hand high quarter horse mare bay named Noelle. She was really great. She was also lazy, so I had to use my leg a lot, which really taught me how to strengthen my leg. Then, after about a few weeks, I switched over to this 14 two-hand high gray gelding. He was I don't know what breed he is. His name is Kirby. So cute. He's adorable. I love him. I only rode him for a few weeks too, and then I found one of my horses. He is a 15 hand high, Welsh cross with a thoroughbred, dark bay gelding named Dandy. I started jumping on him, and it was good. It was good. I was learning. I mean, it was not the best first few jumps, but I was learning, and that's what matters. I rode him for a bit, a long time actually, up until February. Showed him for a bit, for one show. I started riding this 16 hand high thoroughbred mare, bay mare named Bella. I felt more confident on her, and so I started riding her a lot more, and I started jumping confidently on her. Jumped literally yesterday. I wish I had clips. It was one of my best lessons on her ever, or best lessons period. Got all of our strides right. There are some iffy jumps that were like bright colors and stuff, and my instructor even told me that she might not jump it, but I really focused, and it was just a really good lesson for me. The 22nd of April is my next show, and I'm gonna show her, and I'm very excited. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please make sure to give it a big thumbs up, and subscribe if you want to see more of my videos. Hopefully next video will be a show vlog, so you guys are gonna see me ride a little bit, which is so exciting. Also, comment down below what you want to see next. Also, go check out my previous and first YouTube video. Alright guys, I'll see you in my next video. Bye!